Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with ER. In this video guys, we are gonna learn something new, something different. In this video guys, we are gonna learn something new, something different in Vue.js. Yes guys, you heard it right. Today in this video, in this session, we are gonna learn something new, something different in Vue.js. Okay, and guys, today in this video, in this session, we are gonna learn that how to create a simple and dynamic pagination using Vue.js. Yes guys, you heard it right. Today in this video, in this session, we are gonna learn that how to create a simple and dynamic pagination using Vue.js. Okay, so guys, just to give you a demo, I have already created an example. So let me go to the example first and let me explain you the example, what I mean and what we are gonna learn today in this video, in this session. Okay, so let me go to the example first and let me explain you the example. So guys, this is the example I have already built just to show you by using HTML, CSS and Vue.js. So guys, here you can see the text also, dynamic pagination by using Vue.js, and below you can see 4 posts, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and guys below you can see 2 buttons, previous page and next page. Okay, so guys, whenever you will click the button next page, you will go to the next page. Okay, and guys, as you can see here, the number of pages is 25. Okay, so guys, this is the page first, as you can see here, page 1 of 25. Okay, so guys, whenever you will click the button next page, you will be going to the next page till 25th. Okay, till 25th page. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna click the button next page, and then you will be able to understand that what I mean and what we are gonna learn today in this video, in this session. Okay, so guys, as of now you can see here the previous page button is disabled. Okay, because this is the first page, so by default the previous page button will be disabled. Okay, so guys, the it will be enabled once the number of page will be more than 1. Okay, as of now the page number is 1, that's why previous button is disabled. Okay, so guys, the moment I will click the button next page, the previous page button will be enabled because the number of page will be greater than 1. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna click the button next page. Okay, and see the magic. See, boom guys, every time you will see new post for different post. Okay, so guys, this is the 4 different post. Okay, and now you can see here previous page button is also enabled, and you can see guys here next page button background also changed. Okay, so guys, now let me click the page next page button again and just see page 3 of 25, and you can see the also 4 new posts. Okay, so guys, every time you will click the button next page, you will see 4 new posts, you will see 4 different posts. Okay, so guys, now again click the button next page, and guys, you can see here now the previous page button is enabled. Okay, so let me just click the next page button, and guys, you can see here the number of page right now is 3 of 25. Okay, so just click the next page button. See, boom guys, every time you will see a different post, you will see a new post. Okay, see guys, page 5th of 25. See, and guys, let me explain you one more thing. Guys, the number of page, the moment guys the number of page will be greater than 10, next page button background will be changed again. Okay, so guys, always remember, the moment the page number will be greater than 10, the next page button background will be red. Okay, so let me just click the button next page again and again. See, you can see 4 different posts, 4 new posts. Okay, see guys, as you can see here, the number of pages 10. So guys, the moment I will click the next button, the next button background will be changed to red. Okay, So guys, see the magic now. See, boom guys. See guys, how dynamic and how elegant and innovative our application is. So guys, I have built this application using HTML, CSS and Vue.js also. Okay, so let me just click. See guys, the moment you will click next page button, you will see 4 different posts. You will see 4 new posts. Okay, every time. See. See guys. So guys, now the number of page is 25th. Guys, the moment the number of page will be equal to number 25th. Okay, so guys, the next button will be again disabled. Okay, so just click the button, next button now. See, boom guys. So guys, now you can see here the next page button is disabled. Okay guys, you can see here the next page button is disabled because we have reached to the 25th page. Okay, as you can see here, page 25th of 25th. Okay, so guys, that's why our next page button is disabled. Okay, and you can see here our previous page button is already enabled. Okay, so guys, now you can go back also. So just click the button previous page. See, boom guys, and you can see here the next page button is again enabled. See again disabled, again enabled. Okay, so just try to go to the previous page again and again. See guys, see how dynamic and innovative our application is. Okay, see, you can go next page, you can go to the previous page also, you can go to the next page also. See, our both the button is enabled now. See guys, the moment page reaches to greater than 10, it will become again red. Okay, see, it is again red because the number of page is greater than 10. So our next page button will be background red. Okay, so guys, again try to click the button previous page and see the magic. See, boom guys, the moment page is equal to or greater than 10, the next page button background color will be again back to yellow. Okay, see, again click the button previous page. See guys, now the number of pages first, that's why our previous page button is disabled now and our next page button is already enabled, but the background color is as of now Dozer blue. Okay, so guys, the moment you will reach the page count to greater than 10, our next page button background will be will become red, and the moment you will the page number or the page count will be less than 10, our background color will be again changed back to yellow, and the moment the page count is 1, our background color, the next page background color will be again changed to Dozer blue. Okay, see guys, see how our background changes of the button. Okay, see guys, how dynamic and how innovative our application is. Okay, so guys, you can do this kind of stuff by using Vue.js only. Okay, because guys, our Vue.js is very reactive and very powerful also. Okay, so guys, I have built this kind of application using HTML, CSS and Vue.js, and guys, for the post guys, I have used placeholder. Okay, so let me go to the URL. I will show you also which URL I am using. Okay, for the post. Okay, so just copy this from here and just go to the browser and paste it here, hit enter. Okay, so guys, in this video I will be using JSON placeholder for the post. Okay, so yeah guys, in this video I will be using this JSON placeholder for this post. Okay, as you can see here, every time I am clicking the next page or the previous page button, you will be able to see 4 different posts, 4 new posts. Okay, as you can see here, see 4 different posts, 4 new posts every time I am clicking the button next page or the previous page button. Okay, see guys, this count is also being updated dynamically. Okay, as you can see here, page 3 of 25th. Okay, so guys, this text is also dynamically being updated. Okay, the moment I will click the button next page or the previous page button. Okay, see, see. Okay, so guys, in this video we will be learning that how to create this kind of dynamic application using HTML, CSS and Vue.js. And guys, the name of the application is Pagination. Okay, so guys, we will be learning in this video, in this session today, that how to create this kind of simple yet dynamic pagination by using Vue.js. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn. Okay, but guys, before starting of the video, I would like to request you all guys, please guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload the new video in the playlist, you can be notified and you can watch them instantly and you can learn from them also, and professionally you will grow also. Okay, and guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please guys, do share this video with your friends, with your colleague, with your group also, so that they will be also learning, they will be also knowing that how to create this kind of dynamic and simple pagination using Vue.js. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn. Okay, as you can see guys, every time you will click the next page, you will be able to see 4 different posts, you will be able to see 4 new posts. Okay, so guys, here I'm only showing 4 posts. You are free guys to show number of posts as per your requirement, as per your preferences. Okay, as I can also increase the guys number of post also. As you can see here, I have given 4 here, so I can give the 10 also. Okay, so just save your code and go to the browser and refresh the page. Okay, so guys, as of now we have 4 posts, and now I have changed this post to change. Okay, 10. So just refresh the page now. See, boom guys, now you will be able to see 10 posts. Okay, per page you will be able to see 10 posts. Okay, so just click next. See, our post is being updated every time I am clicking the button next page. Okay, see, it's also working now. See, now the moment guys the page number will be 1, the previous page button will be disabled, and the moment the page count will be 10, the next page button will be disabled. Okay, let me just show you one more time. See guys, our next page background button is also changing dynamically. Okay, as of now page is 8, so we have got the background color as a yellow, and guys, the moment the page count will become the greater than 10, our next page button background will become to red. Okay, see, as of now it is 10, so just see, the moment the page count will become 10, our next page button will be disabled. Okay, see guys, how dynamic and how innovative our application is. Okay, see, so just revert back to 4 only. Okay, so now just refresh the page. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn that how to create this kind of dynamic pagination application using HTML, CSS and Vue.js. Okay, trust me guys, I promise you, just be here and watch the entire video. Guys, you will definitely try to learn something new, something different from this video, from this session. Okay, so guys, just be here and watch the entire video, and please don't try to skip the video and don't try to fast forward the video also. Okay, otherwise if you will miss something, you will miss each and everything. Okay, so guys, just be here and be focused and watch the entire video. Okay, it's my request, it's my promise that you will definitely try to learn something new, something different from this session, from this video. Okay, it's my promise, it's my guarantee to you. Okay, so now let me go to the code. So just create a new page. Okay, and I will give the page name as a pagination view.html. Okay, so just save the page now. So now create HTML. So give code with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so guys, by now you all know that my name is Prabhat Pandit and I am a software developer. Currently I'm working as a ServiceNow developer at Happiest Minds Bangalore, and I have got more than 4 years of experience into software development. Okay, so guys, first of all I would like to paste some of the CDN links from the previous example only. So let me go to the previous example and let me copy the serial links from there, and then we will paste here in our code. Okay, so just go here and copy these serial links from here and paste it here below the title tag. Okay, let me just explain you also. So guys, as you can see here, this is the CSS file for Bootstrap. Okay, so guys, I have got the folder named CSS, and in that folder I have got the file also called bootstrap.min.css, and guys, this is the JS file for view.js. Okay, as you can see here, view 3. So guys, this is the CDN link for view.js. I will be using here in this video, in this session, view.3. Okay, so guys, we are not gonna use view.js 2 here. We will be using view.js 3 in this video, in this session. Okay, because it is the latest version, and everyone is using only view.js 3 only to create their application, to create their dynamic application. Okay, so guys, in this video we will be also using view 3 only. Okay, so guys, first of all, let me just create the HTML part first. Okay, so create a div and give the class also as a container. Okay, and give margin top also 5, give margin top also 5, and give 3 only. Okay, and give margin bottom also 5, and close this div first, and inside this div I am gonna create another div. So give the class also as text center, and close this div first, and inside this div I am gonna create h1 element. So give h1, give the class also as text center and text dark only, and just close this h1. And guys, inside this h1 I am gonna paste some text only from the example only. Okay, so just go to the previous example and copy it from here and just paste it here. Okay, so guys, now just save your code, copy the file path, and go to the browser and create a new tab, paste it here, and just remove this, put localhost, hit enter. So guys, as you can see here, we have got the text also dynamic pagination by using view.js 3. Okay, so guys, just be here guys. I have given you my promise, I have given you my word also, that you will definitely try to learn something new, something different from this video, from this session. Okay, so just be here and be focused and watch the entire video carefully and patiently as well. Okay, so guys, in this video we will be using this JSON placeholder to fetch the post. Okay, this post, guys, as you can see here, this is the post. Okay, and I am fetching this post from this JSON placeholder only. So in this video we will be using only JSON placeholder to fetch the post. Okay, so just go to the code again, and we have to create our script tag to write our view.js code. Okay, so create a script. Okay, so guys, now we have to write our script tag. Okay, so guys, just be here and be focused. Okay, because we are gonna now write the logic for the application. Okay, so guys, I will first of all I will create a variable. So I will give const and app equal to view.createApp. Okay, so guys, as you all know, in view.js 3 we use the function view.createApp to create the application, to create the view.js instance, and then we have to put parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis we have to put double open and closing curly braces, and inside the open and closing curly braces you are free to define your methods, you are free to define your data function, you are free to define your data properties. Okay, you are free to define your custom function, you are free to define your define your built-in methods, built-in functions, lifecycle hook, variable, array, objects. Okay, so guys, you are free to define each and everything inside the view.createApp. Okay, so I will be also doing this only in this video, in this session. Okay, so just close this, and we have to create the instance of this view.js. So just copy this app from here and paste it here, put dot and then mount. Okay, and put double inverted comma, put hash, and give app, okay, as a ID. Okay, so guys, in this way we have created our view.js instance. Okay, guys, always remember, in order to mount our view.js view.js code to our viewport, like our HTML part, our HTML page, we have to create our vue.js instance. So guys, in this way I have created the instance also. So guys, now we have to mount this instance to our HTML part, to our view part. Okay, so guys, our HTML part is the view part, where user will be able to see the output, where user will be able to see the result. Okay, so guys, now we have to create our HTML part also, I mean view part also. So I'll give the ID as a app only. Okay, and just close this div. Okay, so guys, always remember this ID. Okay, this ID and this ID should be same. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, I have given here hash, that's why I have given here ID. So guys, if you will put here dot, then you have to give here as a class. Okay, because dot is considered as a class and hash is considered as a ID. Okay, so guys, I have given here hash, so I have given here ID, and suppose guys, I have given here dot also, then I would have given here class equal to app. Okay, so guys, now we have to create some of the data properties also, data variable also. Okay, which is also known as state variable, which is also known as state property in vue.js. Okay, so I will create a data function first. So it will return all the properties, all the state variables. Okay, so I'll say return open and closing curly braces. Okay, and inside this I'll say here I'll create a post variable. Okay, post array, which will be an empty array, which will be an blank array initially. Okay, so guys, I will add the comment also for you, so that it will give you like some kind of guide, some kind of what can I say, it will definitely help you. Okay, so I will write the comment also. Okay, so just be here and watch the entire video. So I will give here post colon, and as of now I will create the empty array. So write the comment also. So I'll say here array to fetch. Okay, to fetched post. Okay, posts. So now go down and I will say here current page. Okay, I'll say here current page. Okay, put colon, and I will give here current page equal to 1, because initially, as you can see here, initially our page will be 1. Okay, so guys, that's why I have given here current page equal to 1. So I'll give here post, I will give here posts per page. Okay, I'll give here post per page equal to 5. Okay, so just put comma and close this, and just close this data also. Yeah, so just now go down. So I have to guys create the computed method. Okay, as you all know guys, inside vue.js, computed method is a collection of objects or the collection of functions. Okay, so just we have to create the computed method also. So I'll say here computed, put colon and open and closing curly braces. Okay, and we have to here first we have to create the total page function. So I'll say here total page. Okay, total pages, put parenthesis and put open and closing curly braces. So first of all, just give here comma, otherwise we will forget it, and later on we will have a lot of issues because of this only. Okay, so I'll just write the comment also. So don't worry guys, just be here and watch the entire video. Okay, so I'll say here return, I will return each and everything from this total page application, I mean functions. Okay, or methods. Okay, so I'll say here return I'll say math. Okay, so guys, math is a predefined function in JavaScript. Okay, so it will also work here in vue.js also. Okay, so I'll say here math.ceil, and I'll just give the parenthesis, and I'll say this. Okay, this dot post. Okay, this dot post, this posts dot, I'll say here length. Okay, so guys, as you all know, this is an array. So guys, it will have a length property also. As you all know guys, array has the length property also. So guys, here we're just checking how what is the length of this array. Okay, so guys, here in this method, we are just counting the total page. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, we have got the total page as of now is 25. Okay, As you can see here guys, 25, this is the total page. Okay, this is the total page number. Okay, so guys, here also I'm counting what is the total page count, okay, from this dummy JSON placeholder post. Okay, so I'll say here this dot posts dot length, and I'll say here I will give the division. So I'll say here this, okay, this dot, I'll say here post per page. Okay, post per page. So guys, this is the simple calculation. Okay, I think you don't need any explanation in this what can I say, total page function. Okay, so guys, here we are just counting what is the total page number. Okay, so guys, I will say here this dot post dot length and divided by this dot post per page. Okay, so guys, suppose we have 100 post. Okay, and we are just we want to show only 10 post per page. So guys, we will be having total page number will be having 10. Okay, so guys, let me just write the comment also, so for that you can understand. Okay, so guys, I will just copy the comment from the previous example only. Okay, just to save our time. Okay, so guys, it is nothing, I will explain you also. I have already explained you. Okay, so just to save our time guys, I will be copying the comment from the previous example only. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, the method name is total pages. Okay, so I will return here this dot seal this dot post. Okay, this posts array dot length divided by this dot posts per page. Okay, this post per page, as of now the per page is 5. Okay, so guys, suppose I have given here comment also, suppose we have total number of post 100. Okay guys, suppose we have total number of post 100, and we want to show 10 post per page, then we will have total number of page equal to 10. Okay, so guys, this is the simple math, this is the simple calculation. Okay, I don't think you need any more explanation. Okay, although I've explained you very well. Okay, so now below this I will be creating another function. So I'll say here pagination paginated post. Okay, so I'll say here paginated post. So I'll say here paginated posts parenthesis and open and closing curly braces. Okay, so now we will just create a const, we will create a variable. So I'll say here start index. Okay, I'll say here start index. So guys, start index is basically it's a guys number. Okay, so guys, start index will be 1 2 3 4 5 and so on and so forth. Okay, based on the number of post. Okay, number of page, number of post we have. Okay, so guys, as of now the start index is what can I say, 1. Okay, so the moment you will click the next page, the start index will be become 2, and the moment you will click the next page, the start index will become 3. Again you will click the next page, the start index will become 4. Again you will click the next page, the start index will be 5. Okay, based on guys number of post per page, we will be having start index as well. Okay, and it is dynamically changing as well. Okay, the moment you will click the next button, next page button and previous page button. Okay, so I'll say here start index. So I'll say here this. Okay, I'll say here parenthesis this dot current page. Okay, I'll say here this dot current page. So as of now you can see here current page is 1. Okay, as you can see here current page is 1. So I'll say here this dot current page, I'll say here -1. Okay, I'll say here -1 because we are calculating here start index. Okay, so give the capital I. Okay, start index, and we will just multiply it by, I'll say here this dot, okay, this dot post per page. Okay, this dot post per page. Okay, so just close this. So guys, suppose guys in the beginning, in the starting, we have current page equal to 1. Okay, so we have current page equal to 1 guys. Okay, so guys, here we will put here, so just write the comment also. So just write the comment also. So guys, as of now the current this dot current start index I am counting. So I'll say here just copy it here and just paste it here, give equal to, and I'll say here this dot current page, so current page is equal to 1. Okay, so give 1 minus 1. Okay, minus 1, and multiply by this dot post per page. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, this dot post per page equal to, as of now, if now is 5. Okay, so guys, ultimately it will become 0. Okay, it will become 0. So guys, initially we will have a start index equal to 0. Okay, we will have a start index equal to 0. That's why our previous page is disabled. Okay, the moment the moment we will click the next page again, we will have start index equal to again 2. Okay, so just copy this and just paste it here. So as of now, the current page is already 1. Okay, and so current page is 1, so we will give here 2. Okay, and post per page is 5. Okay, so we will give here 2, guys. Okay, so guys, it will become like 2 minus 1 equal to 5. Okay, so we will be having current page next. As of now, I have given here 5, so that's why we will be having 5 like post per page. Okay, so again you will click the next button, then again we will be having start index to 3. Okay, so just 3, and we will be having here. Okay, and it will become 2, and 2 by 2 divide multiply by 5, 10. Okay, so it will become 10. Okay, it will become 10, so start index will become 10. So our next page will be become so here it will become 2. Okay, it will become 2. Okay, and guys, so on and so forth. Okay, so next I will like calculate the and index also. Okay, so I'll create a const also. Again, I'll say here and index, so I'll say and index as equal to, and we will again say start index. We will say start index. Okay, start index, and we will say here start index plus we will say here this. Okay, this dot post per page. Okay, this dot post per page, this dot post per page. Okay, so just close this. So I'll say here, I will add the comment also here. Calculate the int index. Okay, int index, and I will explain you also. Don't worry, guys. I will explain you each and every step what I will did here. Okay, so guys, as of now you can see here start index is 0, so initially it will come 0 here, and this dot post per page. Okay, so as of now the post per page is 5, so initially we will be able to see 5 post per page, and now it is again it is coming here 2. So now, so 2 minus 1. Okay, so it will become 5. Okay, so it will become 5. Start index is 5. Okay, so now it will go here start index plus this dot post per page. Okay, so this dot post per page, it is now 5 plus 5, so it will become 10. Okay, so we will go to the next page. Okay, again guys, like this way only. Start index is here, as of now it is 10, so it will come again here 10, and post per page is 5 only, so it will become 15. So again we will go to the third page. Okay, again we will go to the fourth page, again we will go to the fifth page, and so on and so forth till the 25th page. Okay, till the 25th page, guys. Okay, the process, the calculation will continue. Okay, till the 25th page. Okay, so now we will just say here, we will just return each and everything from this function. Okay, paginated post, we will just return each and everything. So we will say here return, and I'll say this dot post. Okay, I will just store each and everything inside this post. Okay, I will just store, guys, inside this post array. Okay, so I'll say here this dot post dot slice. Okay, dot slice, and open and closing parenthesis, and we will say here start index. Okay, we will say here start index, comma, we will say here end index. Okay, and index. So guys, as you all know, it will return the subset of the array. Okay, so it will return the subset of the array. So I will add the comment also. So return subset. Okay, subset of the post for current page. Okay, so guys, as you all know, like slice is a methods or function inside the Vue.js, which is used to create a array from a existing array. Okay, so guys, slice is a method which is used to create a new array from the existing array, and guys, it will just show the current array. Okay, so start index is this and end index this. So guys, every time it will return like a new post from this what can I say, a post array. Okay, from this post array. Okay guys, every time you will click the next button or the previous button, it will return the new post every time. Okay, because we are using here this dot post dot slice, start index is this and end index is this. Okay, so every time it will return the subset of the current page. Okay, so guys, slice is a method which is used to return the subset of the existing array. So okay, here we will give the initial point, and here we will give the final point or the end point. Okay, so that's why I am using here return this dot post dot slice start index comma end index. Okay, so guys, just put comma here, and now we have to create the mounted also. Okay, so we have to create the mounted also. So I will create here mounted life cycle hook also. So I'll say here mounted parenthesis and open and closing curly braces, and we will say here this dot, okay, this dot fetched. Okay, fetch posts. Okay, posts. So we will just create this method also here. We have to create, guys, this method fetch post. Okay, so now we will just create this. So I will give here comma, and I will create here methods. Okay, I'll create here methods, functions or properties. So I'll say here put colon and open and closing curly braces, and inside this we have to create the methods also. Okay, so we have to create this functions fetch posts. Okay, so guys, here I will be using async and await. Okay, so guys, that's why suppose guys, like the moment you will try to hit the button next page, and our our API, our external API is taking some seconds or some time, then our application will wait, and once our promise is resolved, once our request is resolved, then we will be able to show the post to the user per page. Okay, so guys, that's why I will use here async and await method. Okay, so I'll say here async here, and I will give this method name fetch posts. Okay, so just paste it here and put parenthesis and open and closing curly braces. So first of all, just put comma here. Okay, and I will just use here try catch block. Okay, so guys, as you all know, try catch block is used to try block is used to test the code, and catch block is used to catch the error which is thrown by the try block. If something wrong happens, if something bad happens to the try block, then it will throw the error. It will it will throw the error, and the catch block will catch it, and it will just show the user that this is the error, this is the what can I say, yeah, this is the error, so please just wait for some time, try to connect with your try to connect or just or like something bad has happened, please try connect our after some time. Okay, so guys, in this video also, here also I will be using try catch block just to test our code. Okay, so I'll say here try, and below this I will give the catch block also. Okay, so below this I will give the catch block also just to catch the error. Okay, so I'll catch here error, and we will just console.log the error only. Okay, so guys, inside the try block we have to write our code which is supposed to throw an error. Okay, so guys, inside a try block of code, we generally write that kind of code which is supposed to throw an error, which is supposed to throw some kind of show some kind of which is supposed to, or which is expected to throw the error. Okay, so that kind of code we write in our try block of code. Okay, so guys, if you don't know what is try catch block, please I have already built the video on try catch and finally block of code, So just guys, please watch my previous video, what is try, catch and finally block inside the JavaScript. Okay, then only you will be able to understand it, then only you will be able to get this what can I say, steps. Okay, so I'll say here try, and I will just create a const. Okay, I'll just create a const. So first of all, let me just, yeah, so now I hope guys you can see. Okay, so I'm doing this just to bring each and everything inside the same line. Okay, so it is also taking time. So yeah, so now I'll just say here, I'll say here response. Okay, and I'll say equal to, so I'll say here await. Okay, so guys, await is a keyword which is used to wait for execution of the code, or wait for execution of the promise to resolve. Okay, so guys, once the promise is resolved, we will get our response inside the response variable. That's why we use await keyword. Okay, so I'll say here await, and I will use the JavaScript inbuilt method which is known as fetch. Okay, so I'll say here parenthesis, and I will just copy the URL link from the previous example only. So this is the URL guys, as you can see here I am using the same URL. So I will use the post. Okay, I will fetch the post from the this JSON placeholder. Okay, so just let me just put here post on posts also. So posts, yeah. So guys, as you can see here, this is the post. We will be using this post for page 4. Okay, as of now you can see here the ID is 100, so the post is 100. Okay, as you can see here the post is 100. Okay, because you can see here ID is 100. Okay, so we will be using this post just to show 5 posts per page. Okay, so just go to the code again and just give here comma a semicolon, and I'll say here const. Okay, const, and I will give here data as a variable just to hold the response inside this data. Okay, so I'll say here await. Okay, await this response. Okay, so I'll say response dot JSON. Okay, so guys, whatever will be coming from this post, I will try to convert into the JSON. Okay, I will try to convert into the JSON. Okay, so now we will say here this. Okay, so I'll say here this post which is an array. Okay, this post which is an array. So I'll say here this dot post, and equal to, I will just assign this data to this posts array. Okay, to this posts array. Okay, so I'll just give the comment also here for you. So set fetched post. Okay, posts. Okay, so now inside the catch block. Okay, inside the catch block we will say here console.log error. Okay, we will just console.log the error only. So I'll say here console.log. Okay, and I'll say here comment, I will give the error fetching the posts. Okay, fetching the posts. So give a space, put colon, and put a space, put comma, and I will just pass this error parameter to here also. Okay, to here also. So guys, now we are done with this fetch post. Okay, we are done with the fetch post. So now, so put comma here, and now we have to create the function next page and previous page also. Okay, so next page and previous page also. So I'll just create a method also. I'll say here next page. Okay, next page, and put parenthesis, and I'll say here that if, okay, if this dot current page. Okay, so I'll say here this dot current page. So copy it from here and paste it here. I'll say here this dot current page. Okay, equal less than, I'll say here this dot next page. Okay, this dot next page. Okay, this is the next this is the total. Okay, total pages. Okay, total pages, because it is returning, and it will return all the pages. As you can see here, it will return all the pages. So I'll just copy this total pages from here and I will just paste it here. Okay, so guys, it is checking next button is next method is checking if this dot current page. Okay, so guys, current page is 1. Okay, current page is 1 as of now. Current page is 1. It is, as you can see here, current page is 1, and it is checking if this dot current page is less than this dot total page, then we will just try to increment. Okay, then we will just try to increment. So we will just say here, so we will say here this dot current, we will say here this dot current page. Okay, so copy it from here and paste here, and we will just increment it by 1. Okay, every time the user is going to click the button next page button, we will increase the next page by 1 only. Okay, so just we are done with this. So I'll say next we will create the next page. Okay, so we will now create the previous page. So I'll say here prev page. Okay, prev pages. So put parenthesis, open and closing curly braces. Again in this prev page method, we will also check if, okay, if this dot, we will say current page. Okay, if this dot current page is greater than 1, okay, is greater than 1 only, then we will say here this dot current page, we will just increment. Okay, we will just decrement. So we will just say this dot current page, and we will just decrement by 1. Okay, so decrement the current page by 1. Okay, so guys, now we are done with our Vue.js code. Okay, so we have to now create our HTML part also. Okay, we have to now create our HTML part also. So yeah, you can see guys, you can understand. Okay, so yeah, so guys, now we have to create our HTML part inside this div, because we have given here id equal to app, as you can see here, app.mount, and I have also given here id as app. Okay, so inside this div, so now guys, this div is mounted with this Vue.js instance. Okay, with this Vue.js instance. Okay, so guys, whatever you will write inside this div, the Vue is gonna parse it, and Vue is gonna understand it, and then it will give the result. Okay, so just guys, now we have to create our HTML part also. So I'll give the class also. So I'll give here container, and I will give here margin top 4, and I'll give margin bottom also 4. Okay, and inside this div, I'm gonna create our another div. Okay, so I'll just create another div and give class to page. Okay, or give pagination only. So let it be page only. Okay, you can give anything guys, class and id, it's up to you only. It is not necessary to give anything specific. Okay, so inside this div, I'm gonna create another div, and I'll give the class also as post. Okay, I'll give the class also as post, and I'll give also class as a p-3. Okay, which is used for padding. So now on this div, I'm gonna use here v4 method. Okay, so guys, as you all know, this post is an array. Okay, this post is an array, so we can definitely use v4 directive in Vue.js to loop through this paginated post. Okay, to loop through this paginated post. Okay, so just copy it from here, because guys, we are just storing it each and everything, and we are just saying here this dot return post dot slice start index and end index. Okay, so we will just use this total paginated post. Okay, paginated post, because it is storing each and everything inside this posts array. Okay, inside this posts array. Okay, so I'll just say here we will just use here v4 equal to, and I'll just give here parenthesis, and I'll say here post, and I will give the index also, so that it will help us in, we will say here in paginated post. Okay, inside the paginated post. Okay, inside this paginated post, because this function returns. Okay, because this function is returning, so it says return this dot posts dot slice start index and end index and it is just storing this function is just storing each and everything inside this posts array, okay. So inside this posts array, so I'll give here key also, key attribute also. So I'll say here key equal to, I'll give here post dot id, okay. As you can see here, I will give the post dot id also, give id. As you can see here, this post, each and every post has got id. As you can see here, id1, id2, id3, id4, id5, id6, okay, id7, id8, up to the id you can see 100, 99, 98, okay, 97 and 96, okay. So guys, each and every post has got a user id and id, okay, and the id total id is 100, okay. So that's why I have given here colon key is used to it is used to bind the properties to our HTML attribute. So guys, colon is the shortened for v bind, okay. So guys, always remember colon is the shortened for v bind, okay. And here we are using here key equal to post dot id, okay. So post dot id, okay, it is an like a unique id, okay. It will be unique for each and every post, okay, which is used to like you know, what can I say, which will be using to dynamically update the post, okay, to dynamically update the post. So I'll say here, so now below this I'm gonna create h3 element. So I'll say here h3, okay. I'll give the class also as header and just close this h3. So guys, now as you all know, whatever we want to show to the user inside the view.js, then we have to write each and everything inside the double curly braces, okay, inside the double curly braces. So I'll also write here double curly braces, and I will just show the header, okay. As you can see here, it has got the user id, and this is the title, and this is the body, okay. As you can see guys, this is the title and this is the body, this is the title, this is the body, this is the title and body. You can see here title also, body also, you can see here title also and body also, you can see here title also and body also, you can see here title also and body also. So guys, on each and every post, okay, on each and every post you will be able to see title and body. You can see here title and body, title and body, title and body. On each and every post guys, you will see title and body, title and body, okay. So we will try to loop through this title and only this body, okay. So we will loop through title and body from each and every post, okay, from each and every 100 post guys, okay. As you can see here, this is the 100 post, and from each and every post we will loop through title and body only, okay. So just go to the code and we will just say here this post, okay. We will just say here this post dot title, okay. So title, okay. So guys, this title, okay, this title and this body, this title and this body from each and every post, okay. So yeah, so just copy this and just paste it below and just change this 3 to p and close this p first, and here we will say title post dot body, okay, post dot body, okay. So as of now guys, just you know, to test our code, just save the code and go to the browser and see if our code works or not. Yeah, boom guys, as of now our code working, okay. See, we got the 4 posts guys, but we have to create the button also, previous page and next page also, okay. See, boom guys, our code works. So as you can see here, this is the first post, this is the second post, this is the third post, and this is the fourth post, and this is the fifth post, okay. So guys, as of now you can see here we have got the uppercase header, so we will also say here uppercase header only. So just go to the, I'll say here dot, I'll say here to uppercase, okay, to uppercase, put parenthesis. So now save your code, go to the browser and now refresh the page, okay. We got the error. So post dot title to uppercase, okay. Now refresh the page. Let me just go to the developer tool and go to the console. Okay, to uppercase is not a function. Post dot title to upper. Oh, sorry guys, C is a small. We have to put C capital. Okay, so put C capital and now go to the code and now refresh the page. See, boom guys, this time our code works. Okay, this time our code works. So guys, now we have to enable now previous page button and next page button. Okay, so just go back to the code again, and below this P I'm gonna write the comment also. So I'll write the comment here also. So I'll say here pagination. Okay, pagination. Okay, and now I'm gonna create a div. Below this comment I'm gonna create a div. So create a div, give it a class as a pagination. Okay, give a small p, and I'm gonna use here bootstrap predefined classes. Okay, so guys, I'll give here div flex just to display the flex. Okay, I'll say here flex row. Okay, and I'll say here justify content, and okay, I'll say justify content and just close this div. Okay, just close this div, and inside this div I'm gonna create the button element. Okay, I'll say here button and just close this button first, and inside this button I will give the text also as a I'll give the text also as previous page. Okay, previous page. Okay, so I'll give here predefined or dynamic classes also by using view.js. Okay, so first of all just give the class. Okay, I'll give the class also simple class. So I will say here btn. Okay, btn, and I'll give here margin right. Okay, margin right, I'll say 4. Okay, so guys, now I will give the dynamic class also. So I'll just give here dynamic class also. I'll say here colon, and I will give the class. Okay, so guys, as you all know, colon is like a shorthand for b bind. Okay, and guys, we use b bind just to bind the property to our HTML code from the view.js code. Okay, so guys, as you all know, colon is the shorthand for v bind, and we use v bind just to bind the properties to our HTML code from view.js code. Okay, so I'll say here btn. Okay, I'll say here btn primary colon if. Okay, if I'll say here if current page. Okay, if current page. So just copy this current page from here, and I'll say here if current page, okay, is equal to 1. Okay, equal to 1. Okay, and I'll give here yeah. So as of now, and put comma, and I will again say put single inverted comma. Okay, and again I will say here btn success. Okay, btn success. Okay, if current page, okay, if current page is greater than 1. Okay, is greater than 1. Okay, so now we have to disable this button first of all. So I'll say here is colon, I'll say here disabled. Okay, equal to, I'll just give the current page. Okay, so just copy this current page from here. Okay, so current page is 1, so button will be disabled. Okay, so the moment user is gonna hit the next page, the current page will become 2 and this button will be enabled. Okay, so guys, the moment as of now the current page is 1, so the button will be disabled only, and the moment the user is going to hit the button next page, the current page will become 2 and this button will also become disabled. Okay, so guys, I hope I've explained you. Okay, so I'll just give the @ also. I'll say here @click. Okay, @click, and I will give equal to, and we will just copy this previous page function. Okay, so copy this previous page function and paste it here. Okay, paste it here. So yeah, I think all done. So we have to create the next page also. So below, between this button, okay, so below this button I'm gonna create the text also. So I will create a span. I'll create a span also, and close this span first, and here I'll say here page. Okay, I'll say here page, give space and put parenthesis. Okay, I'll say here current page. Okay, so go copy this current page. So where is the current page method? So yeah, this is the current page. So copy it from here and just paste it here, and I'll say here of again double inverted comma, and again I will say here total page. Okay, so this is the total page and it is returning, so it will return our total page. So copy it from here and just paste it here. Okay, so guys, now we have to create the previous page button also. So just copy this button, guys. Okay, just no guys, okay, just cut this all these things from here. Just cut all these things from here, and we have to put it on the button element. Okay, we have to put it on the button element. Okay, so yeah, give the class also margin right for btn. Okay, yeah, it's done. So just copy this button from here and just paste below this span, and we will change each and everything. So copy this next page method from here and just paste it here. Okay, and we will give here next page. Okay, we will give here next page. Okay, and we will change the other attribute also. So I'll say here okay, btn primary. I'll give here btn primary if current page equal to 1. Okay, and I'll give here btn warning. Okay, btn warning, and I'll just give here, I will just check the conditions. Okay, I'll just check the conditions only here. So I'll say here btn warning if current page, okay, if current page is greater than 1, and I'll say here and if current page, okay, current page is less than or equal to 10. Okay, so put comma again here, and again we will give the new class. So I'll say here I'll say here btn danger. So double inverted comma, single inverted comma, I'll say here btn danger, okay, if, I'll say here if current page, okay, if current page is greater than 10. Okay, is greater than 10. Okay, so yeah, it is already here, and we will just disable the button also if the total page is equal to like suppose as of now you can see here we have got the total page equal to 25. So moment the total page become like 25. Okay, we will just disable the next page button also. Okay, so just disable the, as you can see here, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and the moment it will become 25, this next page button will be disabled also. Okay, see, boom guys, as you can see here page 25 of 25. So we have reached the 25 post, and the next button is disabled now. Okay, so here I am also doing that only. So I'll say here colon disabled, okay, equal to double inverted comma, and I'll say here current page. Okay, current page will become equal to the total page. Okay, the total page. Okay, so copy it from here, total pages from here, and just paste it here. Okay, so guys, I hope let me just give this space also for you so that you can understand what I'm doing here. Okay, so guys, I hope you know what I'm doing here. So guys, I'm just giving the dynamic CSS classes by using view.js, and we are just checking here some conditions. Okay, if like the class will be button primary if current page equal to 1. Okay, if the current page will be equal to 1, button warning will be applied if current page equal to greater than 1, if current page equal to greater than 1 and current page is less than or equal to 10. Okay, then button danger will be applied, and we will see here button warning will be applied when current page current page greater than 1 and current page is less than equal to 10, and button danger will be applied when current page will become greater than 10. Okay, so now just save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, we got the error. Go to the developer tool and go to the console. So I'll say here, just go here, okay, unexpected identifier btn. Okay, so class, okay, just give me guys 2 minutes, I'll just rectify this. So button, okay, at the red click priv page, so this is the priv page. Okay, so guys, as you all know, at the rate is the shorthand for v on. Okay guys, always remember at the rate is the shorthand for v on, and v on is known as event handler in vue.js. Okay, so guys, v on is known as event handler in vue.js, and we are just using here shorthand at the rate, and we are just checking here whenever a user is going to click on the button, then we will run this method priv page, and we will run this method next page. Okay, so just class btn prime, oh sorry guys, give comma here. Okay, just let me check one more time. Okay, yeah, here also, so give single inverted comma. Okay, yeah, so I think all thing is, yeah, just save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Yeah, boom guys, see, yeah, okay, so we have to put it inside the, so this is the for loop, no, this is the for loop. Okay, so just cut it here, cut this div from here, and just paste below this div. Okay, below this div. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. See, boom guys, we got our, okay, so we will just write our css also. So click the next page button. Okay, as of now guys, as you can see here, both the buttons are disabled. Okay, both the buttons are disabled. So let me just check disabled current page equal to total page. So disabled current page. So guys, let me just check what is the issue. As of now, the next page button is also disabled. Okay, the next page button is also disabled. So just let me check. Disabled. Oh guys, why it is here, this disabled, why to disabled are here. So just remove this, I would have mistakenly written this. Okay, so just save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, yeah, see guys, now our next page button is enabled. Okay, and we have got the post 1 2 3 4 and 5. You can see here, you can also see here posts per page is 5. Okay, post per page is 5, so we got to see 5 post per page, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so click the next page now. See, boom guys. Okay, This previous button is not being enabled, guys. This previous button is not being enabled. So let me just check, guys. Disable. Oh, guys. Oh, oh. Sorry, guys. So we'll say here equal to 1, and we have to just button primary if current page equal to 1. Okay, yeah. So now just save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, so now hit the button next page button. See, boom, guys, our previous page button is also enabled now, and this button background also changes. Okay, so click next, see, click previous page, see, boom, guys, dynamically our post is being changed, and we have achieved our pagination also. Okay, see, guys, how dynamic and innovative our application is. Okay, so guys, I will add the just CSS also. So just go to the code, and just inside the head section I'm gonna create the style sheet also. Yeah, so I create the style sheet also. So I'll say here post. Okay, just copy this post class from here. So just copy it from here, and just put point, and I'll just say give border. Okay, give border thin solid. I'll say here Gainsborough, and I'll give here padding as 10 px. I'll give also margin. I'll give here margin bottom also as 15 px, and I'll give here box sizing also as a not border box sizing also as a border radius. I'll give here border radius also 10 px, and I'll give here box shadow also. So I'll give here box shadow 1 px and 10 px, and I'll give the RGBA and just change the value of opacity. So I'll give here 0.2 only. Okay, so just copy this pagination. Yeah, copy this pagination from here class, and just go to the style sheet and paste here, and I'll say here margin. I will give the margin top as a 15 px. Okay, so I'll just give the this pagination, and yeah, button is already there, class is already there, so let it be. And yeah, so guys, margin right is not being applied, and I have to give margin left. Okay, and now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Yeah, you can see, guys, each and everything fine. Okay, see guys, how dynamic and how innovative our application looks like. Okay, so I'll give the background color also, guys. Okay, I'll give little bit background color also. So I'll give the background color. I'll just copy the background color from the previous example only. So just copy this background color from here, and just paste it here. Okay, yeah, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh the page. See, okay, just let me just copy this header class from here, this header class. Okay, so give this as a subheader. Okay, so give this as a subheader. So copy this header class from here, and just go and give font size, okay, as 20 px, and give font family also as sans serif. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, so guys, now our application looks little bit dynamic and little bit innovative also. Okay, so guys, we got the previous button. As of now it is disabled, and the moment you will hit the button next page, our previous page button will be enabled also. Okay, because the number of page will be 2. Okay, because the number of page will be 2, and guys, here as of now we have got the total number of page 20. Okay, so guys, total number of pages 20, and the current page is 1. Okay, so let me just click the button next page and see the magic. See, boom, guys, the moment we will have a page greater than 2, this previous page button will be enabled, and we will just change the background color also to this next page button. Okay, So now again hit the button next page. See, every time you will be able to see for 5 new posts, 5 different posts. Okay, see, guys, see, click the previous page also. It is also working, it is also enabled now. See how dynamic and how innovative our application is. See, previous page, go to the previous page, go to the next page. See, go to the next page, go to the next page, and guys, as of now the page count is 8. Okay, and guys, here I have given the moment page count will become greater than 10. Okay, button danger class will be applied. Okay guys, the moment page count will be greater than 10, button danger will be applied. Okay, so as of now page count is 8, okay, of 20. So hit next page button, page is 9. As of now you can see the background color is all like already yellow. Okay, next. So guys, now the page count is 10 of 20. So guys, now the moment you will hit the button next page button, the background color will be become to red. Okay, see, boom guys, see how dynamic it is. See, next page, page 15 of 20, page 16 of 20, page 17 of 20, page 18 of 20, page 19 of 20, and page 20 of 20. So guys, the moment current page equal to become the total page, guys, the moment current page will become the total page, next page button will be disabled. Always remember guys, the moment current page will become equal to total page, the next page button will be disabled. Okay, as of now the next page button is disabled and previous page button is already enabled, so we can go back and we can go again next. Okay, click the button, previous button. See guys, see how dynamic it is and how innovative our application is and how powerful, and how dynamic our Vue.js is. Okay, so guys, Vue.js is very reactive guys, very powerful guys. Trust me, if you wanna become a Vue.js developer, if you wanna become a great Vue.js developer guys, then guys you must subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please guys press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload the new video in the playlist, you can be notified and you can watch them instantly, and definitely guys you will grow in the professional field also. Okay, so guys, if you want to become a great Vue.js developer, if you dream to become a Vue.js developer in the future, please guys do subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, and please guys like all my videos, which will give me the confidence, which will give me the motivation to make awesome videos like this for you on each and every topic of web development as well as full stack development also. Okay, so see, okay, see guys, our code is working fine and no issue at all. Okay, no issue at all. Also going back again, see the background color of the next page button is changed. Okay, see as of now page 10 of 20, so background color is yellow. The moment it will become greater than 10, it will become red. Okay, see, boom guys, see. So guys, you can guys apply dynamic classes to this previous page also button. Okay, to this previous page button also. So let me just apply the dynamic class also just to show you. Okay, so just copy this class from here and yeah, just put comma here. So okay, so just put comma here, put comma, and I will just apply the button I'll just apply the button secondary. Okay, I'll just apply the button secondary if current page is greater than like 5. Okay, and current page is less than yeah, just test it. So save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, so now try to hit the button next page. See, okay, so let me just inspect this. So it might be, yeah, button secondary is here, but button success is also here. So we have to, okay, so we will just check. Okay, we will just check it. So if button success, if current page is equal to greater than 1, it will be always greater than 1. Okay, it will be always greater than 1. So I'll just give here this, I'll just check here, and I'll say here, and just copy it and just paste it here, and I'll say here is less than I'll say here is less than 5. Okay, greater than and less than 5, and if it is greater than 5 and less than 10. Okay, so just test this. So now just save your code, refresh the page. Okay, and now next, yeah. So it is applying the button. So which class is this? Okay, so yeah, just remove this, and we will just apply the secondary class when current page is greater than 5 and current page is less than 10. Okay, so just save your code, refresh the page. Okay, so now hit the button next page. Okay, button primary, if current page is just try to remove. Okay, and now refresh the page. See, now guys it applied. Okay, button secondary applied. Okay, button secondary applied. Okay, again it is removed, so just revert it back. Okay, a button, I'll give here button primary. Okay, so yeah, see here less than equal to equal. Yeah, we have to check it here also. So I'll just copy it, and I'll just copy it and just paste it here. Okay, here we have to check it here also. So I'll say here current page is less than current, if current page is less than 5. Okay, is less than 5 and current page is less than equal to 10. Okay, so now just save your code and let's just check the code first. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So guys, revert it back. Okay, so it is up to you guys to do experiment. Okay, I'm leaving this on you. Okay, I'm leaving this on you just to do experiment. Okay, so it is a task to you guys. Okay, so now yeah, okay, everything is working fine. Okay, so guys, I think we have come to the end of this video, end of this session. Okay, so guys, if you still feel any doubt, any query regarding this video, regarding this session, guys, please guys do ask me in the comment section below. I will try to resolve this. I will try to answer all your queries, all your doubt. Okay, regarding this video, regarding this session. Okay, so guys, let me ask you guys one more thing, guys. I need your feedback, I need your suggestions, guys. What do you think about this video? What do you think about this session, guys? Just guys let me know, guys, what do you think about this video, about this session? Okay, anything, guys. I just need your feedback, I just need your valuable suggestions. Okay, so guys, if you have any feedback regarding my voice, regarding my tone, regarding my language also, regarding my voice also, whether I'm speaking too fast, whether I'm speaking too slow, whether my voice is not clear, whether I should speak in Hindi only. Guys, trust me, guys, I can speak in Hindi also, because I belongs to Bihar only, and I can speak good English also, I mean Hindi also, as well as English also. Okay, so guys, if you want my video in Hindi only, I will definitely create the video in Hindi only, and I will definitely from the next session, guys, from the next video only, I will try to create my video in Hindi only. Okay, and guys, if you feel like I should stop making YouTube videos also, I will definitely guys close my YouTube video also, YouTube channel also. Just let me know if you want me to close the YouTube channel, close the stop making videos also. I will definitely try to stop. I will definitely stop the making video also, guys. Okay, I will not make my video at all. I will close my YouTube video also. Okay, so guys, just give me your valuable feedback, valuable suggestions also, because it matters to me a lot. Okay, your feedback, your comments, your valuable feedback, your valuable comments, your valuable suggestions matters to me a lot. Okay guys, I can speak in Hindi also, I can speak in English also. Yeah, just let me know whether I should make my video in Hindi or whether I should make my video in English only. Okay, just give me your feedback in the comment section below. I will definitely try to implement it from next video, from the next session only. Okay, so guys, please guys, do subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, so that you will be notified whenever I will upload the new video in the playlist. Okay, and professionally you will grow it by watching my video also. Okay, and guys, please guys, if you want to become a great Vue.js developer, and if you are a Vue.js developer right now also, and if you are new to my channel, guys, please guys, do subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, and please guys give the video likes also, so that it will give me the confidence, it will give me the motivation to make awesome videos like this for you on each and every topic of web development as well as full stack development also. So guys, see you guys till then, take care, bye bye. This is Prabhat Pandit signing off now.